Well, Grand Rising, everyone. It's Empress Jennifer here. December 19th, 2024. To all my haters, copycats, I am your karma, and I am the real Empress. I have nothing to prove or disapprove about myself because I love myself, and I wouldn't dare go against myself, nor am I like you, whom you have to sit back illegally and intrusively break into my home, which is my car that you put me in behind your nefarious criminal activities. And further, you're sending bogus phone calls and then saying, oh, we're going to send you a SMS text message. Follow the link. And yesterday that happened, right? And it turned out to be bogus. Was it another criminal trying to clone my phone? I mean, you're so dumb. You're just so dumb. And I'm not sure if people think that I'm so arrogant because I don't come on here like you see some people praying and then they're crying. If I do cry, it's probably not on here, but there was one video where I was a little teary, and as I speak now, my heart, it is crying out to the Most High. But I don't have to come on here and demonstrate my hurt in that manner. You should hear it in my voice projection, in my voice text, the way I am presenting this hate crime by many people who are supposed to be adults and have common sense, have um, college sense. I mean, what is that exactly? If you don't use your common sense or even have a heart or what we call a soul, right? Um, so if you think that I'm arrogant, I'm really not. I'm just standing up to myself, and I don't need to be on here boo-hooing and crying and not getting my message out and being all hysterical. Am I hurt by your actions? Why, of course, because I haven't seen a resolution yet. Um, but I know that it's coming, whether I just know that it's coming because there is a creator, and this will be resolved spiritually and fleshly. I mean, it really takes a whole village to try to tear someone down, but let's start at the beginning. So, the beginning, as a child, I've known these demonic people who decided to make me some type of scapegoat. One who practiced dark magic that I knew nothing about until I was well over my 40s or 50s, because you changed my name, you changed my birth date. So I myself to 35, which is July, because people uh, put all around, spices all around me, a lot of about me, but undoubtedly you didn't learn enough. And further, as a child, I'm sure you were doing some nefarious things, and then you seen the resilience in me to bounce back. And yet, as I mature and my brain mature to know right from wrong, you still insisted on being a thorn in my flesh that was unwarranted, um, of sick individuals that you said to be evaluated, even your spell, which is only I want to see her, blah 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 blah, which somewhat it did manifest when I didn't completely know thyself, and because the creator did not snap me out of that sleeper cell state until it was necessary for me to detach from you to show you yourself, but yet you still have not looked at self. You are a self made monsters, criminals, and might I add, stupid criminals, especially the ones with badges that sit in the seat of honor, who are dishonor to a community, to a person who is seeking help from being harassed, stalked, followed, blocked on every hand, but yet you still cannot see that I am not the one who is defeating my own self. It is a plethora of duckery bullcrap that is trying to hinder, block, or stop me. Let alone the fact that you all thought you can create some other individual or other individual or individuals, females, to present themselves as me. How ludicrous is that? You're trying to do AI, make AI so reasonable as a soul. If the creator said he wanted a robot as his own child, not so. The creator made humans with a soul, but you all pray to these dark deities, and I'm going to say dark because I am melanated, aka, as you told my ancestors before, black, negro, or nigger. No, nigger is a derogatory term for people such as yourself, your Indian, Puerto Rican, Afro American, Caucasian. You're the nigger, showing hood hateration towards another individual as you did in the past, because who in their right mind would treat another human being so inhumane but a hood rat, soulless individual? I mean, such torture. How do you claim to be a person with a heart, but yet you can sit back and watch someone be inflicted by your pain and anguish that's going on in your soul because you hate yourself, and because I love myself, whether I'm in a mansion or in this car. And so it's so um, astounding to you that your antics and your tactics are not working, and that where you lied and said I'm incompetent and I cannot speak for self, that I cannot do for self, but yet I'm sitting here looking at your antics, rising above your antics, going to the proper authority, so I thought, for help, but yet not receiving it. And then you say, let's not go backwards, right? From when stuff, such heinous crimes that were committed against other people, is in particular people who look like me. If you want a person to forget about something, then stop doing that very thing. Or you're more advanced now with this AI to get things done in a manner where it makes me look like I'm something else that I'm not. But thank God for grace and mercy that he favors me and not your antics, and that you're going to go down because you deserve to go down. You deserve to be stopped. You sit up and act like you're a person because you're married, you have a family, or whatever it is, or you have nieces or nephews in the public eye. Oh, I do this for the community. Stop tooting your own horn. The Bible tells you that don't toot your own horn. But in the same voice you just heard me say God favors me, which he does, and it's not tooting my own horn, it's letting you know that the malicious that you know that I should not be speaking to you in this whole my truth and to you in a manner that is the truth, and not look crazy because you're crazy, delusional, hateful, soulless. And then you try to take everything from me, try to stage things, and then you still fail, and then you're still attempting it, you're still doing it. Thank God for my ancestors that they are jumping into different people to wake them up to see the truth of who they stand by, who they are co-workers with, who are in the seat of judgment, who are not judging properly or fairly, but they are doing it at the beguile of greed, delusion, and I want to stay on top. I want to get this position next year or next month so I can try to take care of my family. But F me, who is a decent person who would never think to do such heinous crimes as you people are committing at this time and you did in the past. Like I said, a rumor is so malicious. It's so malicious. Because if you don't want me to bring up the past, like Rosewood, Black Wall Street, and when people like me were enslaved, the heinous things that that not you people per se, but your ancestors did to my ancestors, and then some of you are on that land, on that property, and when people are saying they want reparations, you still don't want to fix the situation, because what happened to the property, the land, and the deeds that the people had before you went in there and burned down Black Wall Street? And some of them people, I'm sure they are deceased, but are they descendants staying on that property that once was those ancestors that was murdered and their town or their community was burned down? Where is those deeds? Where's those because I know that I have something that my ancestors left me, and then these liars set up there and made phony paperwork to take my name off of things. So did you do that before? Did that happen during Black Wall Street? Because you burnt down everything. So who is in the courthouse back then? Because you had to go through the back door. You can't even drink from a water fountain. So did you change the paperwork then like you're doing now in the 20th century? So if you want somebody to forget about something, stop doing those same criminal activities, whether you're Indian, Black, white, Puerto Rican, I don't give a hoot what you are. But if you're displaying the same activity and then using technology to get away with it, how can one forget about history? Because history seems to be repeating itself in the 20th century, where you think you can continue to manipulate to whom you deem, I want to get rid of her because I don't like her. I want her stuff. So I'm going to take this paperwork and take your name off. I mean, it's like no fun intended, because it is actually happening, and I don't know why it's happening, but it is happening. You know, we're going to say this Putin effect. Putin somehow say, I want Ukraine. I don't know if it's criminal or what kind of laws they got over in those countries, but I thought America was the home of the free. And since I don't know my truth, I believe I was born here in America. I believe, but if I wasn't, I know that some of my ancestors was taken from somewhere, or we were already here. You know, so many different lies out there. Where is the truth? But the truth is, we do know that our ancestors were enslaved and treated very brutally. And some of these brute beasts, I mean, you know, some of these people had children, and then their children had children. And so that abusive mind state stayed with some of those people instead of getting them help, and then you still have to fight for what is really yours, and then that same mindset is still emulating in people, till people don't know right from wrong, except I know right from wrong. I don't look at color, I look at what you do to me as another human being, not a four-legged animal, right? But you act like an animal with two legs, right? So it's something wrong with that. Hate is hate, okay? And oh my God, you know, God rest his soul, Rodney King. Now, we all seen what happened on TV, right? Our eyes didn't play tricks on us. No, it didn't. And we can still go to that very scene today and see that that man was brutally beat in our eyes, as if you're trying to depict, if you stand up for yourself, we're going to beat you down. But yet you don't want us to bring up history, but you keep doing it. George Floyd, Michael Brown, but you keep doing it. You keep putting it before us, but you want us to forget about history. Stop doing it then. If the law say a man is not guilty until he is proven in court to be guilty or innocent, then let us go to court for that. But then let us meet the same tier or make out court. You're going to a person guilty. Period. Right? We're going to the jury. I mean, at this state of the game, even a jury that I will trust, because I have community people who are being paid in some manner or form, because everywhere I go, I know that there's good and bad following me. I'm being followed, tailored to trailed everywhere that I go, whether I'm in Alabama or Georgia. And excuse me, Alabama, when I said there was some water poison, it wasn't Alabama. It was when I was in Georgia, where you poisoned a line of water that I was going to get my water from. And you know that you did this. But yet, you sit up here and act like you're dignified when you're not. What kind of dignity is that, where there were plenty of people probably going to that same water supply? Did you stop it, or do you have a trigger point where, okay, she's going there now, so turn it on so she can get or is it We don't care who we have to harm just as long as we get her. Shameful, despicable, unbelievable how, no. It's like you put people in positions like the homeless, the ones who make less and they need things, so you go to them. You purposely put people in these predicaments so you can go to them and utilize them. What is it that you need? Because I need for you to do this for me. That's why so many homeless people. But excuse me, but yet I'm sure they are in need. But for you to stoop, homeless person, to try to harm somebody else, how is that helping your situation when you really look at the grand scheme of things? And if you don't know that there is a creator, you know, the very ones that created your parents, their parents, and so forth, right? You really need to sit down and learn, because what you do to somebody else most definitely is going to come back to you 7 ways worse. I don't remember the scripture, but it is in the Bible where it says 7 times. It's probably where it says you are to forgive. And I forgive you all. I truly do. However, like I told you on yesterday, I asked the God to give you back what you want for me. If you want death for me, I ask him, I want to live. I deserve to be here. You should die. You should go away from people who are trying to live on this earth and be left alone and cultivate their property that they are paying whoever is regulating those properties for that property not to be harassed by you, stalked by you, so you can, what is it, whatever it is, like you did Breonna Taylor, who mistakenly got shot by the police in her own apartment because they thought something was going on. I mean, come on, people. Wake up, snap, 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 snap out of it. Your eyes ain't playing tricks on you, is it? I mean, what is an illusion? Do you not understand what your eyes see? I mean, do you not get up every morning and go in that bathroom and sit down on the toilet or whatever? Because your body has to do that. Or if it doesn't do that, that means you're sick. You need to go to the doctor, right? So, again, that was very shameful and hurtful. What happened to Rodney King? What happened to other people too, whether they're black or white? That was an injustice because perhaps they spoke up against a certain entity who is very influential in a community, and that, my people, needs to stop. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't care if you got billions of dollars. If you're wrong, you're wrong, and that's how the Most High sees you. That's why a lot of people with those billions of dollars, they are going to fall because you're wicked. The wealth of the righteous is laid up. You are accumulating our wealth, and you're wicked, and you're going to fall because you don't want to stop your wickedness. You possibly could stay in your position, but you're wicked. You're like somebody like me who is trying to do the right thing, who is doing the right thing, but yet you don't like that because you're not doing the right thing. You don't want your truth to be known, that you are a hateful demon person. You are trying to set me up. You're trying to block me from everyday living, producing upright not ill-gotten gain, but legal tender to take care of myself. You don't want me to do that. You want me to do something illegal, and I'm not going to do that. And you're really intrusive in my space, cloning my phone, following me. I mean, I see, different people. I see officers. I don't know what team you're playing on. I don't know if you're good or you're bad, but I do see your car. I see your car because I have eyes to see because I'm driving my car in other words, to see your car. So I don't know what playing field you're playing on at this juncture. But if you're playing alongside trying to set me up, shame on you. Shame on you. And yet you hold a badge, a gun to shoot a person down because of shortcomings in your heart and mind. So the young man came and his girlfriend, and you have a young man legally able to hold a in his car. When he get it for and him, I understand. I don't understand. I don't even remember what happened, officer. But time and time again, these subliminals, as if a certain group of people want to show that they are in power, that they will kill you if they were the Most High, the Creator who created us all, no matter what color you are, is tired of that. We saw what we went on if we against up against us, speaking up against the truth of the matter. You executed a black man reason. You asked him to show what it is, and then these people got to be scared when you pull them over. What's going to happen? Am I going through this? So, if you want respect, show up somebody. Like I said, I don't know why we have a courtroom if we're not going to be able to make it to court. And then if we do make it to court, if you're going to pay people to make it go one way instead of the truth, why do we have this court system? Why do we have this judicial system? Some have positions where it would be shown the highest respect, but you don't show the highest respect. Why respect you? Why? I mean, let's make that make sense. Why should we respect you because you sit in that seat, but yet you are a whole sack? Not doing things according to the law. You are not presenting the case as it should be. You are omitting the victim's evidence and omitting falsified documents and lies, and you know it because you had lunch or you sat in the back burner getting bribes and getting the documents to say, well, this is what happened, right? Like movies, which is truth, how you did the black, the new man, when you didn't want them to read or write, and you would present to them, this is what you did, and you kept saying it over and over. This is what you did to them, or this is what you did. This is what happened. Like spare, right? And so those people can see due to some oppose your ideology. God bless Nate. Now, anyway, how does or when is this going to stop? Are you afraid that the masses are going to wake up, which they are waking up? Some of us are waking up. Are we going to be abused by you? Are you going to try to kill us all? I mean, God forbid that, Most High, let us stand up for what is right. If we're not breaking your laws, if we're not laws of the land, please prosecute the ones that are attacking us, want to live quietly in the land as your word. I believe in Psalm or 35, you come and you bother the ones who are living quiet in the land. You bring things to them that they know nothing about because they're not participating in this nefarious, illegal activity as you are. So yet you want to try to incriminate them as if they were. And there's a whole bunch of people in prison who shouldn't be there, and the tables need to turn where the person there need to go. Like some of you who are in the judicial, who have people like you do. And I know that there's a living God, and I believe that He will not allow that to happen. Enough is enough. Enough dirt, enough murdering, enough killing, some senseless killing. And like I said, if you want to forget history, then stop repeating. This is a dance has happened in past because all of this technology, since we have these phones, these computers that you clone and try to make like the person that you're targeting is doing illegal criminal activity. The person probably in their house sleep, or they're at their job, or they're out with friends, but yet you can clone somebody's phone and make like it's coming from their phone until there's a real investigation going on. Who real criminals doing such nefarious things? And then for another human being to try to live as another person. You've been watching Single White Female. You need to let that go. That's a movie, dear heart. I'm very much alive, and you can't be me. You ain't me. I don't give you my life. I don't give you anything about me. You're trying to exclusively take sitting up here. You can catch me all day of me, perfect me, and try to be a YouTube channel. A real person, what they know what they, but you yourself, but like before, just a message out. God need to hear it. They're gonna see your energy. So for her, then yes, speaking some truth, but the energy is off. You're a menace. You're a deceitful person. I mean, energy don't lie. Your deceitful ways will be found out, stupid. Trying, you're watching too many. That's all. All that getting this AI, they will take your identity. That is also history, but you want people to forget about what was done before, but yet you allow it to keep going on in the 20th century. Hypocrisy. And I don't know. Churches want you to come there. Is prayer necessary for churches? However, if you're praying in the pulpit, but then you're coming around the politicians or the ones in the judicial system after church, let's just say it like that, after church, and you're taking bribes, to continue the doubting individuals. You go up in the pool, people try to continue to make them docile and dumbified. Shame on you. Okay? Because it don't work over here. And I know the Most High. I know Yeshua. Okay? And the truth is, my eyes are working. My ears are working. My heart is pure. My hands are clean. My feet are walking on a right path because I choose to walk on a right path. God gives us free will. Yes, He does. And we know that. And He also, with that free will, also tells you the consequences. It's judgment. Your actions get consequences. Anything. Your free will was to do activity in the land of the living and against the spiritual laws that the Most High, the creator of us all, no matter what color you are, you chose to be disobedient. So when those judgments come upon you, it just comes upon you, right? And say, well, why are you in this state? Because I've been doomed to speak for am, and some of you are hearing my message. Your truth is duplicated. Our platform as liars, hypocrites, thieves, robbers. Anyway, don't shadow ban my channel. Let me be. If you're so real, let me speak. I will have my own community and you will have your own community. But no, that's too much like right. You trying to outshine somebody, and I'm not competing with anybody because I love me. I'm doing right for me and speaking truth for me to all of you to help somebody live a life that's upright and not straddling the fence, acting like you're doing the right thing in the courtroom where you make decisions and judgments upon another person's life, but you can take a bribe to do the wrong thing to make the outcome be indifferent from what it should be. Shameful hypocrisy. The Most High must judge to bring balance in this imbalance in fluctuation of criminal activity against people upright and just want to be left alone and enjoy this beautiful universe, earth. It replenishes itself because it is not made by your hands or sustained only by your hands. It is sustained by the all-knowing, all-powerful, the Creator. This is this is the source playing, not yours. So anyway, this too is going to pass, and the truth will always be. The lie will be seen for what it is. That's why this keep going on and on. There have been great people who were murdered because they spoke up for themselves and others. And it's just sad how your own kind, like I said, the family that I grew up in which I don't even know if they're truly my family, but if you are my family, shame on you. You show no love over here towards me. You only show hate. So please do not. I have left you since 2023. Do not come in my area. Do not come in my face. I want nothing to do with you. And that's you. I want to hear apology. I want to see a correction for what you have done. I want to see a solution, not your apology, from a grown person who is over 13 who know right from wrong. But you choose wrong because it was profitable at the time. So keep that apology because you're going to need it for what's coming for you.